Hey everyone, it's Nancy with Halo Wreath. Tonight we are going to work on a grapevine wreath. This is going to be something that I'm going to do a little bit differently than I normally do. I've got several things. I'm going to use bushels of this as my filler bush. I think it was white lavender. I believe it was labeled as white lavender. And then I've got, I don't know what these flowers are, I'm not going to lie to you, but they're pretty. I got a lot of these flowers, and I've got a bush of these little peonies. How pretty. And then for my ribbon, I've got two coordinating ribbons in an off-white color. This one is a pretty kind of an ivory with some flowers on it, and then an ivory with gold rim. So normally I put my bow on last, but I think I'm going to start with the bow first tonight, just because I'm doing something a little bit different. So let's get ready. Let's go. Okay, so I'm ready to start on my bow. Throughout parts of this video, I'm just going to speed up so you won't be bored to death watching me cut and glue and cut and glue and cut and glue. But like I said, normally I do the bow last, but I'm going to do it first tonight, just to get an idea of where I want my greenery to go a little better this time. I think I'm going to just make a big fluffy bow because I love this ribbon. It's so pretty. I love all ribbon. It's so pretty. I've already trimmed my grapevine wreath and it made a mess everywhere. Probably going to have to stand up to do this. Start off by dovetailing here. These are my favorite ribbon scissors. Don't we all have a pair of those? Okay. Like I mentioned before, this is just a little inexpensive bow maker I got on Amazon. Less than $10, about $10, somewhere around there. Not really sure. Let's see, how do I want to make this bow? Still figuring it out myself. I think we're going to do, we'll just go with a little tail here. Just get started and see where it takes us. A lot of things I make, I just kind of go with the flow. I know a lot of wreath designers have everything planned out to a T in their head, and for me, it's not so simple. I kind of figure it out as I go along, because like I said in an earlier video, I reserve the right to change my mind at any time, and I could always do that. Okay, I want about 5-inch loops on here. Paper. My wreath is not double-sided, so we will be twisting in the center. I mean, my ribbon is not double-sided. Okay. Great. Some of these ribbons that come not on an actual spool, a lot of the times they come with creases in them. And I just saw a crease, but it just so happens that it's right in the center of this fold. So that's going to work fine for me. But I will actually take a hair straightener and iron it out. It works great. All right. Kind of wishing I did a different kind of bow now, but hey, that's in the past. What can I do? I've already wrinkled all my ribbon up now, so we're just going to stick with what I got. See if I can do the other kind on top of this. I'll go ahead and dovetail it while I'm here. Here we go with the bundling of a new package. That one opened pretty easy, thank goodness. Okay. I hate when they put a fold in there. Like I lost, what, 2 inches of my ribbon. Grr. Makes me mad. This ribbon actually has little beads on it. The sides are beaded. It's nice. It's really pretty. I think I'm going to do maybe a tail in the middle and then a couple of loops. So I'm going to do a tail right here. Just for a little added fluffiness. Trim that in a minute. I think we'll go with, we'll see what one loop looks like. Start on the opposite side this time. Maybe a little bit shorter tail. I'm going to bring my loop size in a little bit. Nope, I'm going to do 4. And the reason behind that is my tail. My extra tails I put in. So I'm going to do 4 loops here. A little bit smaller than the first set of loops. About a 1/2 inch smaller maybe. Yeah. I just kind of eyeball everything. A lot of people using rulers and it's not necessarily required. If you can see it by your eye, I think that's fine. Okay. Here we go, and one more loop. love this ribbon. It feels really good. Feels nice in your hands. That would be my crew, Pete and Maggie. I cannot control their barking. I can take no responsibility for them barking at any given moment. Sometimes they will give me a heart attack. Kind of like the fluffs go along, make sure everything looks good. I don't think I'm going to put an extra little loop in the center there. I think this looks good. How about y'all? What do you think? Does that look good? Does that look good? I'm going to tie it off. Going to use a zip tie. Tighten it up with, and my floral wire. Hopefully I can reach it. My floral wire to attach it to the grapevine base. Grab a zip tie here. Okay. My favorite part is watching the wreath come together. I mean, the bow come together. It's beautiful. I would just make bows. Wouldn't it be nice if you could make a living just making bows? Okay. Let's see. Go ahead and pull it off. Pull it around to the back. Make sure you keep everything lined up nice and tight. Don't pull that zip tie all the way just yet. I'll leave a little space for your zip tie. Let's see. Bring that up just a little. Here we go. Always pull out enough to go around the grapevine wreath and fold it over. Snippers. Oh no, I've got to get my hot glue gun out and get it warming. We'll do that in a minute. I really hope you guys are enjoying what I've done so far. That's my goal. Alright. So let's take this and we're going to feed it through the back of the bow. We'll use that to attach it to the grapevine wreath. That's about halfway there. Yeah. Alright. Just make sure I've got everything lined up good here. Alright. Let's tighten her up. I'm going to use my little gun that my dog hates. She hates this little zip tie gun that I have. She's going to run and hide, but I'm not going to make it click. I'm just going to use it to tighten this zip tie with. So hopefully that won't scare her to death. I would never scare her on purpose. This bow's turning out really pretty. Okay. All right, we need to trim a dovetail here. And one more here. I love how this bow turned out. I turned it to face the camera directly. Isn't that cute? It's really pretty. Very feminine, very romantic. Now I'm going to use my secret G-U-N. I probably shouldn't be saying that word, right? I'm going to use the secret tightener and pull it really slowly, and hopefully it won't pop. I just want to get my zip tie as tight as I can get it. Okay, I think that's good and tight. Extra mega tight. Pull it back out. For some reason, that little pop that it makes scares my dog. Okay, so I'm going to pull my glass back down. I always use my glass to sort of hold on to my bow maker so it doesn't slide back and forth. Put my ribbons back over here for now. These are little rubber bands. I did a video on making my daisy petals, and these are the little rubber bands I use. I bought on Amazon, I think it was like 1,000 pack of 10 different colors, and I bought these little, I think I bought these at the Dollar Tree, these little containers, and I just put all the little packs of different colors, so I have different colored rubber bands to match my different colored petals. Okay, so I've got my hot glue gun heating, and I'm trying to figure out placement here, where I want to put my ribbon. I have a tendency to stick them right here, like every wreath I make, they all go right here. So I want to do something a little different. Excuse me. I don't want to go on the top or on the bottom, but I think maybe I'll be super different and scoot it up a little higher. It's kind of a thick part right there. Let's see if I can get it around. So just taking your floral wire. Hopefully you cut it long enough. Take your floral wire and wrap it around as tight as you can get it. Don't want anything falling off. Make sure you hold on to both pieces of it. There we go. Super important to not cut your extra mesh that's on the table. Super important to trim off this excess and then find a place to tuck your little tail, because you don't want to scratch anyone's door. So we tuck that down under. And this is our wreath with a bow on it already. It's a pretty big bow with this wreath. But it's going to be cute. We'll probably do some curlies with it. But right now, actually, I may just curl them up and get them out of the way, get these tails out of the way. So I'm going to curl them so they'll be kind of out of my way while I'm working. Curl. Curl both sides. I really do like this ivory colored ribbon that I got. I did get it at Hobby Lobby. It feels really nice. It takes shape really easy. I mean, all I have to do is touch it. I don't have to put my fingers in it or anything. It just poofs right in the right spot. Like magic. Poof the magic. ribbon. Okay, so the next step is going to be we're going to start trimming our bow. White lavender. I'm going to go ahead and trim these off, and I'll just try to speed through this, and so you don't have to listen to me mumbling the whole time, okay? Okay, I have a ton of this. I think it's going to work perfectly for what I wanted it to do. Move it over here so I can get started gluing them in. Count how many. Let's see, I think I have 10 for each side, maybe. I think that's right. If not, I've got more in a drawer. Okay. So let's start gluing. I have no idea where I'm going to hang this wreath when I'm done with it. You know, I have so many all over my house, and I'm sure if you are a creator, you have a ton all over your house too. Comment below, how many wreaths do you have hanging in your house now? What rooms are filled with wreaths? If you're like me, it's every room, every door, lots of wreaths. I haven't even counted them. I don't know. There's more than 30. I know that much. But I would love to have a warehouse or a workshop, a crafting place away from home. But then I would be away from home. So that's no good either. All right, so we're just going to get started gluing. I will probably try to zip through this too as I glue. I think all of these have 4 little fronds on them, so each one, actually they have 5. Each little piece has 5 fronds on it, so that's going to make it nice and filling. Okay? This is the first time I've ever made a wreath with doing the bow first, so I hope I don't get hot glue all over my bow. Maybe not. And like I said, since this is the first time I'm doing it this way, I may have to move some stuff around if I don't like it. We're just going to go in and get started with it. See how we like it as it goes. If you'd like to see more videos like this, I also make deco mesh wreaths. Tomorrow I'm going to be making a yellow sunflower with poly burlap. So I hope you guys will follow me and subscribe so you can come back and watch that video. That would be great. We're just going to rotate from side to side here, because these flowers have a ton of greenery on them as well. And I think I'm going to work top, bottom, so we stay kind of even as far as the greenery goes. should I come back and do one in the middle here? Do one kind of off center there. Yeah, I think I like that. All right. Hard to see at this angle. I'll have pictures posted afterwards so you can see the finished product. But next we're going to start with the big flowers. I don't know what kind of flowers these are. They're pretty. And they're very pretty. They have a little pink vine growing from them, if you can see that. It's like a pink peaches vine and a variegated leaf, so that'll give some extra dimension and color to the wreath. I really like these, and there's a ton of flower heads on here, so give me just a minute to get these trimmed up. Ones. The plant, I don't know which name belongs to it. I'm going to start with 5 of those. If I need more, I've still got 1, 2, 3, 4 more buds I can cut off and include. But I've got a lot of these as well. So let's trim these babies. Okay, I feel like I don't know, what are they called, loggers? I feel like I just cut down a forest. These are pretty though. There are a couple that are just single buds, and then a couple that have 3 little baby buds on each one. So that'll be good for some variation in the leaf. In the wreath. Let's see where we want to get started. Oh, these have a pretty little center. I'm just going to go in and start here, and I may need those extra ones actually. This is pretty, I don't know, this is pretty big, like that. Always try on your leaves before you, your flowers before you glue them down, because it can just get ugly if you don't. Then you'll be all mad at yourself. It needs to get crushed either. Okay, that's looking good. I'll probably do a couple of the others here and here. Speak louder, Nancy. All right. put one of those right there. That just fit perfectly. And this one just fit perfectly right here. That was a no-brainer for these two, so I'm definitely going to go ahead and glue these in to their permanent homes. Now, we're going to go with our buds here. I think these are peonies with, it's peonies with some little ferns and kind of, yeah, eucalyptus. It's a pretty little arrangement. And these leaves are of very good quality. I like them. They're big, they're fluffy, they feel good. Okay, so now I have to figure out where I want to put these. This may not look right with the same color pattern. Never fear, I always have more flowers if we don't like this color pattern. This one's never going to go in anyway, so yeah, I don't think I'm liking, if I put all these in together, we're going to have too many of the same color all next to one another. And I think we need to have some color variation. So let me stop right here, and I'm going to go find a lighter color, more of an ivory toned flower, and grab those, and I'll be right back. Okay, that just goes to show you that this is not all it's cracked up to be. Things change at the last minute. I found this bush that I had. This really looks like a wedding bouquet. So I'm going to trim these up, and I think they'll go, of course, much better with the ribbon, and they'll mix in really pretty with these flowers. I think I have a lot more of them than I have of the others. All right, I went ahead and I trimmed up those roses, and I put them down for temporary placement. I think this is where I want them to be. I wish I could change my angle for you guys to see it, but when I'm done with it, I'll hold it up so you guys can see it perfectly straight on. And the next step now is just to go ahead and make it permanent. And as far as texture, we got that covered. We have definitely got the textures covered, that's for sure. Okay. Now, the other little pieces that I said I had are these, I don't know what they are. They're little, I guess that would be some sort of little white berry. You can see them. Some little white berry. Can't decide if I want to use them. I've only got 4, so I'd have to strategically place these. I'm going to snip one off and see how it looks. And y'all know I like to keep my extra pieces. This is perfect scrap. I could put this right here, right next to the white rose. I do like it. I like it a lot. we're going with it. There's a little leaf down there. I don't want to glue to it. Okay. There we go. Beautiful. You know, you could use this for a wedding. You could use it for a spring or summer wreath. But you could also use it as a winter wreath. There's so much white in it. Alright, let's go ahead and snip off. I've got 3 more. And I'm going to break some rules. I'm going to put 2 on the top and 2 on the bottom. Let's see. The Wreath Community HR Division will have to write me up for breaking the rules. Perfect right here. Let's see if I like that spot. In here. Yeah, I like that. Okay. So we're going to go right in here behind this leaf. Leaf will cover the stem. Move everything out of the way. Ouch, hot glue dripping. Okay. Alright, let me peel this burning hot glue off my finger. And we'll find 2 places on the top here that I'd like to put our little berries. Our white seasoned round berries. Round the year berries. And I think I'm going to put this one on the end too. Just to give it a little bit of symmetry. That in there really good. The berries go so pretty with next to the white flower. It's just where you naturally want to put them. Alright, so I'm going to do the same with the other one and put it next to the white flower. Hard job here. Let's see, get a little spot right here. Yeah, I think I can get it in right there. Yeah. Okay. I only used 2 glue sticks on this wreath, so that was great. Sometimes I use more, sometimes I use less. But I definitely love these little white berries. I want to get some more of those. Okay. She's all done. I think she's gorgeous. I'm just gonna fluff it up some. Give me just a minute to fluff it up, and I'm going to tilt the camera to a different angle where I can show you guys the finished product. Okay, so here we have the finished wreath. I hope you think it looks as beautiful as I do. Perfect for a wedding, like I said. If you enjoyed watching this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. And join me tomorrow. I'll be making a yellow sunflower. Hope to see you then. Thanks for watching Halo Wreath.